Hey there, I'm Frank Mitchell. On this channel, it's all about helping you understand your car and keeping it running the way it should. Whether it's routine maintenance or solving those tricky problems, I've got you covered. If you find this useful, give the video a like, hit that subscribe button, and be sure to watch till the end. You might learn something that saves you time and money. All right, let's get started.
All car brands crunch the numbers and do the math, but the math doesn't add up. The position is very simple: either you place yourself on the edge of the abyss in terms of emissions and fines, or you place yourself on the side of those who comply and can convey a clean message which does not go against the tide of what is in vogue these days. It would be strange and not very marketable for someone to continue to flee forward, not to say economically unfeasible. The move to turn Jaguar into a pure electric brand is a way to reset the market and the company itself. The English firm, heavily penalized by the weight and size of its Land Rover SUVs, already giving for lost a hypothetical growth of Jaguar with current technologies and models, has decided to reset it to become purely electric. It is a way to preserve the heritage that has the same, before extinguishing it, giving it a brand of technology, luxury, and prestige. 2.0, now in purely electric format. The alternative was simply to let it continue to languish, something that no one can afford to do with the present urgencies, or to make a clean slate. But what no one had calculated is that this move is precisely the need to alleviate the average emissions of these SUVs, which are the biggest moneymakers in the group. It all adds up. Let's now take a look at what's going on out there. Smart, pure electric from now on. The first, Volvo with its Polestar, a minority brand, almost testimonial, which is now gaining momentum in the era of electrification. Alpine with Renault, pure electric in less and nothing. Even Cupra itself has no route as a thermal brand beyond 2025, as its bosses have said. It will be the young and dynamic electric of the Volkswagen Group. And something very similar happens to DS with respect to PSA. Now under the Stellantis umbrella, Alfa Romeo finds itself in the same situation as Jaguar, only even worse. Sales are dire, the umpteenth plan to relaunch it has failed, and to top it off, a few hours ago it was known that its new CEO, the veteran Imparado, has decided to pull back the plug-in hybrid version of the Tonale, the C-segment SUV that has to pull the meager sales. Considering that in an environment where FEVs have the largest share of growth, it was lagging behind in performance. As it is, the Tonale has only two options: either acquire a PSA powertrain, the same as that of the 3008 and Grandland, or do some kind of tuning so that 1,300 cubic centimeters generator can offer more horsepower, in addition to more power in the electric motors. In the medium term, Alfa Romeo is in a dead end. If it tries to escape from the top, with more exclusive and sporty cars, it would run into Maserati and Ferrari, and would be relegated to a minority brand with very short runs, impossible to make profitable. If it tries to escape from the bottom, the only value left to the brand, sportiness and exclusivity in the BMW style, would be lost. And it would be stepped on in Europe with Fiat, but also with Citroën. Alfa Romeo as such would have committed suicide in life. And speaking of BMW, let's remember that the German firm has just announced that Mini will be pure electric until 2030. The point is that there are only three options left for Alfa Romeo, and only one viable one if Stellantis wants to keep it. Admitted failure that its values no longer serve to sell the product in a way that is profitable, admitted that the administration and its anti-pollution rule is who sets the pace. The last great service Alfa Romeo can do to Italian pride is exactly the same as Jaguar has already done in England. Electrify, and do it as soon as possible. A few hours ago it was announced that the historic airline Alitalia was closing down, and that a new airline called ITA was rising from its ashes. I can't imagine an Alfa Romeo without the Alfa Romeo crest, just as I can't imagine an Alfa Romeo sold to a Chinese, Indian, or Mexican businessman. So, time is running out. Alfa Romeo will be electric, or it won't be. The sooner it happens, the better. In conclusion, Alfa Romeo stands at a pivotal crossroads in its storied history. The decision to fully embrace electric vehicles is not just about meeting regulatory demands, it's about redefining the brand for a new generation of drivers. With ambitious plans to transition to 100% electric by the year 2030, Alfa Romeo is poised to blend its rich heritage with cutting-edge technology. Whether this bold vision will come to fruition remains to be seen, but one thing is clear: the future of Alfa Romeo hinges on its commitment to electrification. As we move forward, it will be fascinating to watch how this iconic brand navigates the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the future of Alfa Romeo.